What's up guys, Ollie Effect here, back at it again with another video. Now today is a very special day because today we are reviewing one of the best 4Ks I have seen in a very long time. And that movie is The Substance on 4K. Alright, so Substance on 4K. Truly one of the best 4Ks I've seen in a very long time. As soon as you press play, you're going to be in awe on how crystal clear everything is, the fact that there's not a hint of grain anywhere. Now the HDR on this movie pops to a whole new degree, from the clothing that people wear, to the choices of color of hallways, to the set design and everything. Everything just is super bright, colorful, and vivid. They went into a lot of detail to provide a lot of colors that pop in general, and it really shows on the 4K. Now, some of the body horror scenes in this movie are pretty gross, and if you don't have the stomach, you might not want to watch this because it is even grosser in 4K. A really good thing to point out on this movie for reference is the skin. The skin on this movie takes it to a whole new level. You can see every single little baby hair, you can see every little wrinkle, you can see the pores, and something that I hadn't noticed on any other movie when it comes to 4K and skin is you can even see the blood that's running under the skin, and it kind of provides like a red pigment, and it kind of moves about as things are happening in some of these body horror scenes, and it was just like really realistic looking, and I can't believe I was able just to pick out the blood that was even under the skin. So there was 3 scenes in specific that I really noticed some reference quality black levels. One is where it shows like a symbol of a heart and it catches on fire, and it's just like this fire with like a plain black background. It just oozes contrast, and those black levels, I swear to God, my Samsung QLED turned to an OLED as soon as this scene came on. I was just like, I had never seen such deep black levels. She has a robe with a dragon on it, but before you get to that scene, it shows the dragon on fire, again, just like the heart, against like a black background. And oh my God, the reference quality, deep black levels on this is just, it's on a whole nother level. It kind of reminded me when I went to Best Buy, the little demo videos that they would have on the screens, like really high quality 4K, 8K kind of images, so you can really get a taste of how like dark and deep black levels are. It was just like that. And there's another scene where she's bashing a hole into a wall and she's just like looking through it. The shadows on that are just pitch black. I didn't see any fuzziness. Sometimes when you have black levels, you see like a different shade less of black basically. Not on this movie. Pitch black. It was just I think the reason this movie looks like the way it does and looks so crispy and good is because the way they light some of these scenes kind of resembles something that you would see like on a CoverGirl commercial or like a beauty commercial, where everything's super glowy, super well lit, and you could just see all the fine detail, but it's just with the horror aspect. Now, The Substance doesn't have a Dolby Atmos, unfortunately. It does have a DTS HD mix, and honestly, it sounds really good. What they choose to do with some of the sound effects that really just kind of crank it up to like that top quality sound kind of experience. So you get into a POV shot of Sue, which is one of the characters, and she's like looking in the mirror, and they have this cool effect where it sounds like you're almost inside of a womb or like, you know, underwater, and you can hear like fluid rushing around 360 around your head as she's like looking around in the mirror, and I thought that was pretty cool. There's another standout moment where she's learning about the particular liquid that she's taking called The Substance, and they have a video, and there's this guy with a pretty deep tone voice, and he's going over like the rules and how it works and everything, but the way that the sound was projected into my room just made it sound like he was actually in my head, like in my consciousness, and I thought that was a really cool standout moment when it came to audio. Since this is a body horror movie, you're gonna have a lot of instances where some really nasty things are happening, like skin is ripping, or like, you know, muscles are breaking, bones are like popping and stuff like that. And you can hear every little squish, every little pop, every little just everything. It sounds super nasty, super good, and it makes those really crazy body horror scenes even that much more easy to be like squeamish to. I had a really fun time. I had a whole bunch of people that came over to watch this movie with me, and we were all just like, with all the sound effects. It just sounds super gross. It definitely had a lot of fun with the sound effects in this movie. Another standout sound moment is, which happens a few times, we follow a character named Elizabeth Sparkle, and they have this little like B-roll shot that they always add where it shows like a snow globe, and I think it's Elizabeth inside the snow globe and the sparkles going and stuff. The way the sparkles just fall into the room with the sound, it just sounds like that they're like literally in the sky, and it's just very delicately falling, and it's a very nice atmospheric effect. That was another standout moment. Just overall, I didn't have any issue with the audio. I thought it was really good. There is intense moments. It does get loud. The music is nice, and just overall super solid audio mix here. Another thing I can go about with the visuals is this movie does have a lot of nudity, so you might want to be careful who you watch it with. Everything's super clear. They just go into really high detail when it comes to like showing off the nudity in this movie. So if you're gonna like be with family members, maybe be careful who you watch this movie with. But you know, I'm not here to recommend who you watch movies with. I'm here to recommend 4K quality, and this movie is amazing. Like honestly, I just had so many moments where I was sitting there and I was just like, dang, that looks crazy good. Oh my God, like that looks so good. And the only time I ever really have this moment of feeling like, dang, I'm really getting like my bang for my buck when it comes to showing off my TV is when I'm watching like a National Geographic movie, like a Blue Planet type movie where they're really shooting everything super high definition. I don't know if this movie was filmed on, it was definitely filmed on something digital, but from the quality, it almost looks like it was shot like on something like 8K and then down res down to 4K, because it was just impeccable when it came to detail and everything like that. It is on the weirder side, but if you're into like horror movies and you want to have a really fun experience and really have that 4K reference quality experience with your TV, you gotta check this out. This just blows a lot of the stuff I've recently been watching out of the water, and it's taking like my #1 spot right now for best 4K until something else pops up, hopefully. If you've seen The Substance on 4K, let me know down in the comments. I want to know your experience, and I want to see if I'm just, you know, drinking my own Kool-Aid or something, or was this truly a really good 4K. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy the videos. Got a couple more 4K reviews coming out. Probably they're all gonna come out at the same time. February is looking a little dead though. I think I have like 2 4Ks pre-ordered right now and nothing else really is catching my eye. So I might have to do some creative videos, but we'll see. But until then, hope you guys enjoy and have a nice day. Deuces.